All right, so it looks like the market's open up a little bit, and yesterday ended up pretty decent. Today looks like we're trying to break recent highs, which would be definitely a change in behavior for the markets. We've really been stuck up here in these highs for a long time, and a move up here of any significance would definitely be extremely bullish. We'll see if we end up getting that or not. Volumes have been diminishing as we've been rising here, usually not the bellwether of a very healthy market. But it is an index, so it could that rule could be set to the side for a little bit. All right, Polaris breaking out of our kind of our low range here. Let me get a look at the markets here. Morning, Rob. All right, Coop stabilized yesterday. We went lower, bounced up a little bit, and we'll see what happens today. So far, so good for Coop. JD.com with a big consolidation, a bull flag type of a situation right here on the weekly chart's been lasting most of the year. That's pretty bullish. I have a trigger here at 32.28. See if we can get up there. OKE, that's not OKE. That's OKE. This guy broke up on volume. Is not quite what you wanted it to be, and then the result is it moves back down. So, not sure if I'm so interested in that one anymore. Snap, Anik. Take-Two. JD's on a short list. RealPage is pretty good. Some other ones are already kind of breaking out. Skyworks yesterday extended pretty decently above the trend line. Kind of drew a couple different possibilities. Didn't pull any triggers yet. May wait for a pullback. See how it handles it. Let's see what's down here today. AMD. Twitter, Starbucks. That's not very healthy for Starbucks. There's the transportation index. And still within trend, but definitely above on the upper range of the trend by a long shot. Higher low here. So that could be healthy. We'll see. Tesla been choppy here around the breakout point of this cup and handle pattern. Yesterday we chopped all the way back through. I'm not quite sure why, but looks like earnings are coming up tomorrow after market for Tesla, so we'll see what happens. News. Oh, DGAZ, the inverse of UGAZ. Yeah, if you guys take, yeah, that's a volatile bunch right there these days. That UGAZ, DGAZ, very, very volatile. All right, EPAM. EPAM looking pretty nice here. On the weekly chart, you have this pretty nice descending triangle. It's been forming not quite to the area that we need to break out from yet, but could be here towards the end of the year, maybe late November, early December. Carvana, Sherman-Williams. TFPT. Hey, morning, Laurie. I think we do have a daylight savings time coming up here pretty soon. Um, 2 weeks. Yes, I think it's November 3rd. Biogen's up 40%. They didn't say it was up 40%. I heard it popped, but holy crap. That is the biggest island bottom I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. Wow. That is massive. Look at this thing. So this is an island bottom right here. Oh my gosh, this is huge. Wow, you gotta be kidding me. That's so funny. Can I just hide these for a second? Okay, close enough. Look at that. So this is a pattern known as an island bottom. It's pretty bullish. And this is by far the largest island bottom I've ever seen in my life. They're not too common either. That's the thing. But that is just massive. Sorry, a lot of allergy stuff going on this morning. Um, yeah, so let me read from the good book, the Bulkowski Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. This is an island bottom, and it's a bullish reversal pattern. Okay, 357. Come on. All right, so price gaps down to the formation, then gaps up at the same price level, leaving an island. Failure rate is 17%, so it's fairly subjective to failures. Average rise is 34%, with most average rise being 20. Volume trend is downwards. This one's too big to have a downward trending island. But yeah, that is an island bottom. And the largest one I've ever seen. Hold on. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what the play is on this one. Maybe just wait for it to come down, and maybe it's buyable up there. But that is a massive pattern. Crazy. INMD. Oh yeah, it's up there 4%. There we go. It just popped. Yeah, it's close to breaking out. But this is a really good base to buy from here if it does. It's really close. 29.38, so 29.48 is your technical buy point on this one. Yeah, maybe, right, Lori? Let's check. Let me move some of these. There we go. There we go. So there's a nice little very tiny cup. Trying to break out from that. This could be a good one. What you have here, this is the this is the IPO base, and it's well above. It's it's 100% above the highs. So that's a that's a pretty good one. Still no options for INMD either. Yeah, no options. But that could be a pretty nice situation. Not quite the breakout point yet. Give it a little bit more room, and then we'll see if it's gonna rally here. All right, let me look up INMD. Let me just check it out again on IBD. Israel-based company provides medical tech that focuses on well-being and life-changing results. 99 composite rating, 84 EPS rating, 99 relative strength rating. Everything else is an A. So this guy's pretty much good to go. Market cap 743 million, so it's a small guy, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. And they had an article yesterday about the INMD cut base that's forming. An IPO with truly strong prospects can make a shooting star-like initial run, then plunge back to earth. That's not all. It can quickly form an authentic new base. That's essentially the 2.5-month-old story of INMD. So that is a very nice base here. It's probably right at the top of the list here right now for potential buys. Market up 0.44%. Looks like Coop's up a little bit. Looks like it's trying to break above these lows right here, just under 130, 129.50. So far, so good. Could reverse from here, but it's starting to get some distance from it. So that's nice. Volume's a little bit light. So that is a concern, but we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, I did get into Coop, yeah. I got in over here somewhere, like over here somewhere. I don't remember exactly. Right there, 10 a.m. Yeah, so looking for this thing to reverse, broadening top all the way back to the top. Hopefully. Like I said, volume here in this run up here isn't very heavy. You can see over here the sell-off volume was much more impressive. Even yesterday, this volume was much more impressive. So we'll see what happens. That's kind of, it's coming right back down quick to that line in the sand. There's that 129.50. So we'll see what happens. So far so good. INMD doing good. Yeah, that thing's probably just going to go. How's the volume this morning? Looks like pretty good. The volume looks good on Coop so far. On the daily chart, just starting to get volumes in this thing. And we're really good already for so early. This thing's probably just going to go. It's a great start to the day. Oh, damn. Just went right there. All right, just hit new highs, too. That's your breakout. I'm buying that one, too. No option, so I'm just stock, but that'll be okay. All right, that's a new high for INMD. Great volume. Look at that volume just stepping in right there, right through the breakout level. Perfect. All right, now move. Beautiful. That's a beautiful base right there. No handle, just a cup, and we'll see what it does. It pulls back. Don't pull back. Go up. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so market actually pulled back there. We were up about 0.5% just before I walked away. we were down significantly from that, and now we're down to 0.2%. So it looks like market coming in a little bit, and our INMD looks like it's still stabilized, stabilized up there. So we'll see what happens with this guy. If the market stabilizes out, this one may as well. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But pretty good. Coop's up 1%. So definitely backing and filling this morning. Tesla with earnings out tomorrow. I also have a Tesla position, and I'm holding through earnings. That's my strategy with Tesla. I'm just going to hold. I'm just holding my position. That's pretty much what I'm doing. The hell? How am I down 7% on my INMD position? It says I'm down 7%. That is not accurate. I got filled at 29.86. I'm down 1.1%. The hell? That's very strange. Very strange indeed. All right, Pi. There we go. Pi rising out of our channel. All of our markets looking a little healthier here. ESNT breaking recent highs there. We got a trend line there. Sherman-Williams, Kiwi, Coop. RH keeps working. RealPage had just a bounce up. That's actually, I think we talked about that maybe being at a buy. Oh no, we didn't. We didn't have an opportunity. Look at that, all the way down there and right back up. That's pretty good. Pretty right there for RealPage, one that we've been looking at here for a while. Get back up there to 65.04. That won't be too bad. Oh, earnings on Pi. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Twitter lower here today. They're sitting at the bottom part of a channel. That's not necessarily the best way to approach the channel. This is a much better way to handle the bottom of a channel. Right there. And they have earnings coming up pretty soon. 24 before market. It's always weird when they do something before market. I don't know why. And Skyworks, maybe with a pullback. Not much of one so far. Pullback here would be pretty nice. This one also broke one of our long-standing trend lines, moving back to the upside here for Skyworks. Let's go up to the global list for a minute. There's Biogen up 35%. Kind of stabilizing around that area. It's not too bad. GNC up 13%. Earnings season's fun. There's our INMD. Pi also. Procter & Gamble. Wow, it's a pretty nice gap up on some earnings. Look at that rise. Holy crap. Straight up. Who'd have thought it? Our buddy LK right back to reality. So had a beautiful run at LK right here. Could not have been better. And faltered, stalled out. So not much of a pattern going on here. Your only pattern would be probably not really an IPO base at this stage, but yeah, any base would have to give you a pretty big right side. Fleecor looking pretty nice. Has a bit of a head and shoulders feel to it, but maybe it can overcome that. Shoulder, head, shoulder. There's a neckline right there. Not quite the right volume signature, however. But Fleecor has been high quality for a very long time. Right there, 24 to basically 10 bagger in the last 7 years. Over 10 bagger, 24 to 30 or 300. ABV. Um, yeah, I flipped back to it because of this little rise right here. I looked at the weekly, then I blipped over here. I'm like, ooh, maybe it's breaking out of something right there, out of this little mini gap fill. Um, yes and no. I mean, there's other reversals that are much more tempting than this one, although it is trying to break that trend line. So that could be interesting. There's a little base as it breaks, tries to go right above it. So yeah, I guess it's a little bit interesting. Um, if this is right, I believe it's AbbVie Pharmaceuticals. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's AbbVie. It's a pretty big company. 87 billion market cap. That's pretty big. Oh, you didn't see it? Yeah, I just went past it like 6 stocks ago. But yeah, it almost looks like a bump and run reversal, maybe. I say maybe because it'd be pretty slight, but it could be considered that actually. That would be your trend line, as a matter of fact, for that particular situation. So there's your trend, there's your bump, and there's your bump, and there's your run, and there's your reversal. Yeah, it's not too bad though. I will say one thing on the weekly chart that looks intriguing is we had this big red capitulation candle, and that looks like we've reversed and trying to break out of that. So maybe something around the $80 level would be resistance breaking, I think. But there's some pretty good action down here. There's that volume stepping in the big gap down. Everyone is ditching shares, and then culminating in a nice kind of a rounded bottom here. Yeah, it's not too bad. And actually, it looks like they've been pausing here for a couple of weeks and just up a few percent right now. So yeah, it's not too bad. Not the best. Definitely not the worst. Huge market cap companies like this tend to hold up okay. I mean, AbbVie is it's a pretty good company. I would definitely, it's a pharmaceutical company. I'd look to see what they have in the pipeline and stuff like that before I really got heavily invested in it. But It has possibility from here. It's not like a traditional reversal pattern, though. Nvidia above our lines here. Barely. Breakout volume was really good. That was pretty good, actually. That's like 70% above average. So playing with this area, I think your stop probably would have to be under this right here at 186 and change. There's real page. Let's see. I think I'm just going to walk down fairly quick. Haven't done a full walk down in a while. Race is looking pretty good. BITA, what happened to BITA? That's not getting acquired, is it? Considering special panel to consider going private proposal. Huh. Interesting. Hey, what's up, Mel? I'm shotgun styling the global watch list here. IAC, this is always a good one. It's down here in low areas. See this choppy area down here? That's maybe where we're at, chopping that 200-day moving average. This thing just goes on crazy ass runs. 13 up to 268. It's a huge run for IAC. There's Coop. Looks like it turned red today. Thanks, Coop. You bastard. GMed's not too bad here. Bit of a flag pattern right there. Looks like earnings coming up in a week or two. 11.6. 2 weeks. Square not looking so hot. Told you Beyond Meat going the way of Tilray. Looks like that's accelerating. Twilio may be failing our reversal plans here. And one of these stocks jumped up, so I had to go through all the other ones. Oh, we haven't looked at too many metals or commodities. We can take a peek at those, though. INMD recent IPO looks just started to try to break out. That one looked pretty good. Was it RealPage we were looking at? Is that the one? I'll go back to the actionable list here in a minute. Netflix taking it on the chin pretty hard there. Spirit Airlines, not too bad down here. Just need to see that reversal up. Way down near lows here at 30 something. LAD, EDU, NIO. Ooh, that's brutal. All right, let's take a look here. We do have, so there's INMD reversing a little bit from that 30 level. You can buy the ETFs, GLD, if you're interested in, if you don't care about the physical commodity. So that could be a way to do it. So gold's still in a channel here, downward sloping channel, which is fairly bullish. And we'll see how that one's going to play out. Looks like Coop turned in to negative. See how we handle down here. Yeah, GLD's a good way. They also have minor ETFs, which are much more volatile. NUGT. That's a 3 times minor ETF. Looks like a falling wedge. These miners usually precede gold in terms of breakouts. Not sure if I could put that there per se. Maybe. If I give up one candle, I can put a nice falling wedge on the Nugget NUGT. There's also JNUG, I believe it is, which is Junior Nugget, which is more volatile than the Nugget. You can see it was already up at 100, back here at 55. So super volatile name. This one went from 45 to 25, so down pretty far too. With margin, well, you can margin trade any exchange, or I'm sorry, any broker. Most of them will give you margin without any issues. So look for that. And that low volume rise this morning not leading so well. Nice little pop there. Give us a little bit of space. Otherwise, if it doesn't start to behave, I may have to ditch that position in Coop. Oh, I got the Nugget on here. On my action was Tesla back to positive, chopping around this morning. EPAM, Twilio, Twitter. Match, DocuCube. These guys seem to run together. Same with Atlassian. And probably not looking so hot as a group. So, yeah, I should just ditch that position. Silver's a sleeper hit. Yeah, that's the SLV. That's right here. Yeah, it's also kind of consolidating after hitting a recent high up there. Came up, barely touched it before just falling over. It's a pretty interesting hit right there. Just barely spiked up into it. Yes, you know, silver and gold run together, so you may see something with that. Yeah, there's always articles like that. Silver and gold are not they're not traded based on logic. They're traded based on fear, basically. Yeah, where's SL? I've got SLV in here too. There's GLD. There we go. Yeah, it looks okay. The problem is these are really news driven, and they're especially silver's prone to pretty volatile moves. It's hard to really get heavy into silver unless you like got in down here and were lucky enough to catch that breakout. Yeah, so far so good, but you need that confirmation over something. Here it was looking decent, popped up and then caved on you. So silver's a tough one. Gold's a little bit more rational, but it doesn't give you quite the quite the percentage gain by a long shot that silver does. So Tesla earnings tonight, and it looks like it's getting tomorrow aftermarket. Looks like it's prepping itself for whatever the hell's going to happen there. Bottom at 1550 for SLV. Maybe. It just depends how it gets down there, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to play too much in this. If it gets too low, you're not interested. And I think this low right there that's pretty low already for me. I'm not sure. Yeah, see, I'm not sure where you get a fib. Fibonacci retracement. They've got a different one for retracement than for extensions. No. Yeah, see. So 1550 brings it almost down to that 61, which in the stock market isn't very good. I'm not sure about commodities, though. They have a slightly different rule set there. INMD pulling back. Yeah, poking higher and pulling back. That's usually not a great sign. It's got earnings coming up too. 11.5. I guess I could do that. I guess that does become a retracement tool, doesn't it? That's a regression channel, I think. Oh. Well, I guess either way it wants that, but Yeah, so 1550 would be the what you're talking about. That'd be that 61 level. I'm not sure with commodities, to be honest with you, Mel. They do trade differently than stocks. They are very trendy. They tend to, trend pretty well. Um, yeah, I don't know. You'll have to do some research on that side for the various commodities. They all behave a little bit different. There's guys that just go many, many years, if not careers, just trading silver, just trading gold. So there's temperaments to these markets that you probably should have a loose understanding of, But yeah, I'm not comfortable buying a dip like that down to 1550 personally. Well, this is a weekly chart, and this one reverted all the entire way. I mean, unless you're just talking about here or something. I'm not sure what you're referring to. So I caught this whole move right here with the fib. A bat wing at the top? Well, but you're looking to short with a bat wing, right? So you're looking up to short. You short up here at like probably near 1775 or something, $18. Yeah, I'd have to look it up on TradingView. Yeah.
When I turn 6, I want my part to be a dragon one.
Okay. Cool.
And I want to play video games. When I had a Zelda party, I could play Zelda.
Cool. Sounds good, James. Let me know when we get closer to your party, okay?
Okay. I'm going to draw something. It's going to be hard to draw.
Okay.
I'm going to draw Grand Canyon.
You're going to draw the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't even know how to.
This guy? Is that your bat wing? I gotta go here in a minute, guys. So there's your bat wing here. I have to restart my computer, I think. Yeah, it could be a top. I mean, really depending on what you're doing with the bat wing there. And it's something like that. Isn't that what you're looking for? I don't remember all the numbers and requirements, but pretty close. INMD, broke 29. Yeah. Well, I mean, so far it's not behaving as it should. It basically stalled out on the breakout candle right there. So it should at least have continued in some fashion. I'm going to reduce by about half. Yeah, see how much volume stepped in right there, and then it sold off there pretty good. So yeah, maybe not so good. Market, like we mentioned too, market sold off as well. That could be a sign of things to come. We have been kind of rising here on more lower volume recently, so it does feel good, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's good. We need some nice big bullish days. 7:30. All right, I gotta run, everybody. I gotta get the kids ready for school and stuff. See you guys in the power hour later. Other than that, I'll see you back here tomorrow. All right, guys, later.